All right, guys, so let's get into the main reason you guys probably clicked on this video for. Now, before I start telling you guys about my payments, I want you to touch your nose, right? Touch your nose like this, right? Yeah, just touch it, because I know some of you are nosy and you just want to know, but you know, I understand as well as other people want to know this, like maybe for their own benefit, like, or maybe if they want to get the same car, they want to know what the payments are like. But before I tell you guys these payments, let me just say that it's either going to motivate you or it's going to discourage you, all right? And, you know, when I sat down and added up everything, seeing how much I'm paying for this car, it makes me feel a certain way. So I'll tell you guys that if you stick to the end of the video, how I really feel. So let's start with insurance. Let's start with car insurance. So right now, my car insurance total is $488. Now, that is not for one car. That is both the ZL1 and the Lexus, right? So just basically split it in half. Let's say split that in half, right? So that's like what, $244? And that's how much I'm paying for insurance right now on this car. Do I need to say anything else about the insurance? I mean, pretty much that's it. That's what the payment is. I think Geico gives a discount when you have multiple cars. Let's get into the next payment, which is talking about gas payments. Now, this is changing from month to month. Obviously, it's not steady like a car payment, but I'm going to tell you the highest I've ever spent in gas on any car, okay? So in 1 month, when I did the math, it was about $697, right? So just run that off to $700. I spent $700 in gas in 1 month. Now, that's because that month I was really testing out the car, going crazy, and you know, I was having fun with it. So don't, for those of you who are planning to get this car, don't think that, you know, that's like a norm, right? Like, there are people who have this car and I'm sure they're paying like maybe $300, $400, maybe even less, you know. I daily drive this car too, guys. It's my daily, it's my fun car. So, you know, I'm gonna have everything in there, you know what I'm saying? So another monthly cost I want to talk to you guys about is the amount I spend to wash this car. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I post almost every time I'm at a car wash, and that is normally like every 3 days, 4, sometimes like every other day. It depends on how good the weather is and how much the car got dirty. And every time I pay a minimum of $20. I'm usually just washing the outside. It's really cost $13, but I just give 20, you know, for the extra tip. And yeah, I didn't add up the cost, guys, but just think like every 4 days I'm spending $20 to have someone you know, wash the car with a hand car wash. Of course I would save some money if I did it myself, but to be honest, the way I see it, guys, is like you pay for convenience, you know, and time is money. So sometimes I just don't have the time, or sometimes I don't have the patience. Sometimes I'm just exhausted, so just pay someone to wash this car, man. So the next payment is the car payment, which I know what most of you all were waiting for, right? So car payment, guys. The car payment for this car, man, I almost don't want to say it, but the car payment is $1,360, okay? $1,360 a month. Now, the price tag on this car was about $68, and after taxes and everything, I believe the total I saw starting on the loan was like $75 or something like that, right? So as you guys can see, let me take the camera here. As you guys can see, this car is it's it's gonna cost you a pretty penny if you want to play around in this car, you know what I'm saying? And I have no problems, you know, paying for this car. And you know, regardless of that though, I'm gonna tell you guys though, I'm gonna be open. I'm kind of scared right, because this is the first time in my life that I've spent this amount of money each month on anything, you know. And it was pretty much a gamble getting this car, right? So pretty much you know, if things don't work out, guys, if all my plans don't work out, I'm not just talking about YouTube, but I'm talking about you know, plans I have with my job and other side work that I do for clients. You guys know what I do if you watch my previous videos. But you know, if it doesn't work out, guys, unfortunately, I have to give up the car. And you know, I have a lot of confidence in myself, right? I have a lot of confidence in my abilities, but you know, I get worried sometimes, guys. Like I think it's only natural. And this car, you know, like every time I look at it, I'm just like, damn, this is the ultimate dream car. The car that I said that, you know, after I got it, I don't want any other car. And I feel this way still. I felt like this car was like, shit, the end game, you know what I'm saying? So the way I feel right now is that, you know, the work just really got started. You know what I'm saying, guys? And like I said, I'm nervous as hell. Like sometimes I wake up, you know, and I go to like start up the car, walk into it, and I'm shaking like, damn. You know, I'm like, man, this is scary. Like it's a really good feeling and a scary feeling at the same time, guys. So right now I'm just like, you know, grinding hard. You know, I'm putting in the work in like a lot of things I'm doing, guys, to keep up this cost. And that's how I'm able to spend all this money each month, is because, you know, I'm working hard for it. And you know, I think I've told you guys some of my finances on this car, but I can never get into too much detail. Sometimes I want to get into detail because I want, you know, you guys, like some of you guys like follow me for like advice or kind of like to follow in my footsteps and stuff. So, you know, I don't want to mislead you guys in any way. I just want to keep it as transparent as possible. And sometimes I wish I could show you exactly how much I make a month, but for a lot of reasons I cannot right now. I mean, the first one is that salary is very confidential in my job. I can't discuss that with anybody. And I know a lot of people who watch my channel actually work with me as well. So it's like, I can't really go ahead and just put all my salary out there. You know, with the side income, some of it is confidential, most of it is not. But still, it's like, you know, I just can't get into it right now. But some of you understand what I mean, you know what I'm saying? But maybe in a later video I will. But for now, just know your boy is working hard to keep this going. And if any of you decide like you're gonna get this car, bro, like you gotta put in the work, bro. You know what I mean? Like everywhere I go, people are snapping pictures, telling me rev it. You know, like this thing is like Lamborghini type attention, but for the American muscle car world. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it comes at a price. So guys, in a later video, when I do things like change my tires, do oil change. Well, actually, no, the oil change is not gonna cost anything because it's in my pre-maintenance plan already paid for. So, but when I do tires and other things I gotta maintain on the regular, like maybe brakes and all that, I will give you guys another payment video, you know, to let you guys know what it takes to own this car, man. But I know the tires are not as cheap to get because it's wider than the SS. The rotors on this car, man, like shit, that shit is massive. And these are 6-piston calipers, and this is my first time owning them, and I know they're expensive. Every owner that has talked about the cost to replace 6-piston caliper brakes, yeah, they they talk about money, like it costs. But you know, if I do replace it, I think I'll go Power Stop though. Power Stop, I think, does always have a decent deal, and I've used them in the past, and I don't really have any complaints with Power Stop, so maybe I'll use that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Was the payment what you expected? Was it higher than expected, lower than expected? You know, did this video motivate you or discourage you? Yeah, let me know. If you guys have any questions or want me to make anything specific about this car, I have quite a few videos lined up, but you know, sometimes I prioritize if you guys have like a specific question or something. So yeah, man, man, I feel weird like just holding up a camera in the park. People below me looking at me like, damn, this nigga crazy or some shit. But thank you guys for watching, man. See you in the next one. Let's go.